the greatest dynasty of all time. From 2001 to 2018, the New England Patriots won 6 Super Bowls, 17 playoff appearances, and 11 consecutive division titles, all under Tom Brady, the greatest quarterback of all time, and Bill Belichick, the greatest coach of all time. Many great players came and went, but Brady and Belichick remained constant throughout the whole dynasty. 2018 was the Pats' last season of dominance, culminating in their 6th Super Bowl win. However, in the AFC Championship game, one team almost ended the dynasty early, and it was none other than the Kansas City Chiefs.
Who it is?
With the 10th pick in the 2017 NFL Draft, the Kansas City Chiefs select Patrick Mahomes, the second quarterback.
Patrick Mahomes was drafted 10th overall in the 2017 draft. The second QB taken and the first QB taken by Kansas City in round 1 in over 30 years. Mahomes was a stud at Texas Tech, throwing for over 11,000 passing yards and 93 touchdowns in just 3 seasons. However, he would have to sit on the bench his rookie season behind Alex Smith, an effective but not elite veteran quarterback. Despite Alex Smith leading the Chiefs to a division win, Kansas City would ultimately trade him to Washington the following year, believing that Mahomes was their future. And they were right. Once Mahomes stepped onto the field, it was clear he was special. In just his second game, he threw 6 touchdowns against the Steelers, throwing more touchdowns than incompletions. Or what about Week 11 against the Rams, known as the greatest regular season game in history, where he threw nearly 500 yards and 6 touchdowns. Mahomes finished the season with over 5,000 passing yards and 50 touchdowns, making him the clear MVP choice. Veteran tight end Travis Kelce and young wide receiver Tyreek Hill were also key pieces of the Chiefs' incredible offense. The Chiefs ended as the best team in the conference, and after beating the Colts in the playoffs, the Chiefs advanced to their second AFC Championship game ever, where they would have to play Tom Brady and the Patriots.
All kinds of time for Brady to go for it, to the end zone, and it's caught for the touchdown! Philip Dorsett!
Guess what? That quarterback's someone, there's magic, and they can just make stuff happen.
Here he goes to the end zone, and it's caught by Kelce!
Chance to come right after the third one again.
Coming to the near side to Williams. He's got a whole wide open field, and the Chiefs have taken the
This ball,
lead.
Kansas City's got to sell out.
There's a handoff to Burkhead. Burkhead pulls ahead and scores the touchdown.
That's it.
Now tie it. Rutgers kick. It is good. All right.
There's a good chance he's throwing out there.
It's Gronk for the first down. Goal to Burkhead. Burkhead to the end zone. Hello, Super Bowl.
The Chiefs versus Patriots was a back-and-forth thriller, culminating with the Patriots winning in overtime. Though Mahomes and the Chiefs fell short, this game officially marked the start of the Chiefs dynasty. In 2019, the Chiefs continued their dominance. Mahomes wasn't as great as the year before, but he was still elite. Though the offense wasn't as good as the year before, the defense massively stepped up, and it became a vital piece of the dynasty. The Chiefs finished the year 12-4 and had a first-round bye, very similarly to the year before. Though Kansas City wanted revenge against New England, the Patriots fell short in the playoffs, losing in round 1 to the 6-seed Titans, which ended up being Brady's final game in New England. The Chiefs seemed like they were going to be upset in their first playoff game too, by the Texans. But with some Mahomes magic, the Chiefs came back and advanced to the conference championship.
Open field for a moment. He may have been past the line of scrimmage. It's called a touchdown.
They were up against the Titans, who had not only defeated the Patriots, but they also beat the 1-seed Ravens, just the next week. However, the Chiefs were too good, and with a 2-score win, Mahomes was going to his first Super Bowl.
Just given Kansas City its first trip to the Super Bowl in 50 years. Hail! Hail to the King of the Chiefs Kingdom forever!
In the Super Bowl, the Chiefs would take on the 1-seeded 49ers, led by Jimmy Garoppolo. The game started out close, and the first half ended in a tie. In the third quarter, San Francisco scored 10 big points, and the Chiefs needed to score. With under 7 minutes left in the game, Mahomes led the Chiefs to 3 consecutive touchdown drives, coming back and winning the Super Bowl 31-20.
Obviously now 2nd and 6. Williams makes a cut and will roll into the end zone for the touchdown.
Kansas City, you've got a champion! And the Chiefs Kingdom has firmly planted its flag on top of football's highest summit!
The Chiefs won their 2nd Super Bowl all-time, and Mahomes won his first Super Bowl MVP. With the Patriots defeated, the Chiefs looked like the NFL's new kings. However, the Chiefs may have been done with the Patriots, but they were not done with Tom Brady. Kansas City continued their reign the following season, finishing with the best record in the league. Mahomes had another outstanding season, with 4,700 passing yards, but couldn't win MVP still. He threw 38 touchdowns to just 6 interceptions, the best touchdown-to-interception rate in the NFL. In the playoffs, Mahomes battled against a concussion and toe injury, but was able to fight through it, beating the Browns and the Bills. The Chiefs were back in the Super Bowl, but they were up against a familiar foe, Tom Brady. In Brady's first season in Tampa Bay, he not only led the Buccaneers to their first playoff appearance in over 10 years, but their first Super Bowl in over 15 years. He really is the GOAT.
The Tampa Bay Buccaneers and Tom Brady are going to Super Bowl 55.
In the Super Bowl, the Buccaneers' defense was just too good. They took advantage of the Chiefs' injured offensive line, as well as Mahomes, who was clearly battling his own injuries. In an embarrassing defeat, the Chiefs were defeated 31-9, and Brady officially had more Super Bowl wins than any other team. The Chiefs may have lost, but their story was far from finished. The Chiefs started out the 2021 season where they left off, struggling. After their first 7 games, the Chiefs were 3-4, however. The Chiefs turned it around, going 9-1 in their last 10 games. Mahomes had a similar season to the year before, and his receivers were great. Kelsey finished with 1,000 receiving yards for the 6th year in a row, and Tyreek Hill had his 4th 1,000-yard season in 5 years. The Chiefs finished 12-5 and got the 2 seed. In round 1, they made light work of the Steelers, and in round 2, they had a rematch versus the Bills. In the greatest game of the decade, the Bills and Chiefs went back and forth. And after 25 total points were scored in the last 2 minutes, this thriller was going to overtime.
It is caught by Kelsey! Touchdown! Kansas City!
With Mahomes finding Kels in the end zone, the Chiefs were going to their 4th straight AFC Championship game against the young and mighty Bengals. The game was close, but with a Mahomes interception in overtime, the Bengals would defeat the Chiefs 27-24. The Chiefs were defeated again. And it seemed like the new era of football would not have one team dominating the others. Then 2022 came. However, before the season even started, chaos broke out.
Tyreek Hill has been traded from Kansas City to Miami. That man is now a Dolphin.
Without Tyreek, the Chiefs had a lot of questions at the wide receiver room. The Chiefs may have had some doubts coming into the season, but don't worry, they still balled out. For the 2nd time in his career, Mahomes threw for 5,000 passing yards. surpassing his previous best with 5,250. Mahomes became the third player in history with multiple 5,000-yard seasons. Kelce had another 1,000-yard season, and rookie running back Isaiah Pacheco looked promising. The Chiefs finished 14-3, and the Chiefs finished with the 1 seed for the third time in 5 seasons. All the doubts had disappeared, and the Chiefs were looking to win it all. In their first playoff game, they beat the Jaguars, led by former first overall QB Trevor Lawrence, 27-20. In the AFC Championship game, they would get revenge on the Bengals, with Harrison Butker kicking the game-winning field goal, sending the Chiefs to the Super Bowl.
For the third time in 4 years, the Lamar Hunt Trophy is back in Kansas City where it belongs.
The Chiefs would go up against the NFC's top team, the Eagles. The Eagles' incredible defense and breakout quarterback Jalen Hurts would be a tough matchup for Kansas City. And the game was very close.
Lofting one, end zone incomplete. Juju Smith-Schuster couldn't catch up. There's a flag at the 10.
Takes him to the inside, and Bradbury just grabbed onto it.
After a controversial holding call, Harrison Butker had the opportunity to seal the game.
The kick is away and good! For the second time in 4 seasons, the Lombardi Trophy has a red and gold reflection.
Mahomes won his second Super Bowl MVP, being the first player in over 20 years to win MVP and Super Bowl MVP in the same season. The Chiefs had won their second Super Bowl in 4 years, but it was not yet enough to call them a dynasty. They needed more. 2023 was the Chiefs' least dominant regular season. Mahomes threw a little over 4,000 yards, and for the first time in 8 years, Kelce had less than 1,000 receiving yards. In fact, it was the first time since 2015 where no Kansas City receiver had over 1,000 yards. Despite Kelce and rookie Rashee Rice coming close, the Chiefs finished 11-6, getting the 3 seed. It was the first time the Chiefs were not a top 2 seed since Mahomes started. By this time, Mahomes and the Chiefs were the villains of the league. Everybody wanted to see them lose, but they just didn't. First, they crushed Miami in one of the coldest games in NFL history. Then they beat the Bills by a field goal, and in their 6th straight AFC Championship game, they defeated the Ravens by a touchdown. Mahomes faced Josh Allen and Lamar Jackson in back-to-back weeks and still took care of them. The only one standing in his way was the former last overall pick Brock Purdy and the San Francisco 49ers. The Niners had 2 comeback wins in the playoffs, led by Purdy, the dominant Christian McCaffrey, and an elite defense. This Super Bowl rematch was a back-and-forth battle, going to overtime for the second time in Super Bowl history. Though San Francisco took the lead with a field goal, Mahomes led the game-winning drive and hit Mecole Hardman in the end zone for the Super Bowl winning touchdown. The Chiefs had 3 Super Bowl wins in the last 5 seasons, cementing them as the NFL's next dynasty. There had never been a three-peat in the NFL before, but the Chiefs were looking to rewrite history. 2024 was the Chiefs' best regular season in franchise history, as they had a 15-2 record, the best record in a 17-game season. However, many people were skeptical, as the Chiefs had some very close wins. A blocked field goal, a costly fumble, a toe out of bounds, all led to Chief victories. And with many calls from the refs going the Chiefs' way throughout the whole season, many people called the Chiefs frauds. Still, the Chiefs were the 1 seed, and their three-peat looked inevitable. In their first game, the Chiefs would knock off the Texans in a close but comfortable 9-point win. In their 7th straight AFC Championship game, the Chiefs would be up against their AFC rivals, the Buffalo Bills. Like most of their encounters, it was a close game, but in the end, the Chiefs would win by a field goal. advancing to their third straight Super Bowl. The Chiefs had defeated the Bills 4 times in the last 5 playoffs, and Josh Allen would fall to Mahomes in the playoffs again. The Chiefs would have a rematch from 2 years ago, playing the Eagles in the Super Bowl. The Eagles were coming off a 30-point win against the dark horse Washington Commanders. The Eagles had a complete roster, led by the monster season from Saquon Barkley. If anyone could beat the Chiefs, it would be Philly. And the Eagles shocked the world. With a dominant offense and a huge pick six from rookie Cooper DeJean, the Eagles entered halftime up 24-0. The Chiefs just were being stomped by Philly, trailing by 34 with 6 minutes left. The Chiefs had a few garbage time touchdowns, but their third straight Super Bowl never came. As they lost 40-22, the Eagles had gotten revenge, and the Chiefs got crushed. The Chiefs ended the season on a low, but next season, they got even lower. Way lower. For the first time in Mahomes' career, the Chiefs started out 0-2. No problem, right? They were the Chiefs. But every time they won a game or two, they would follow it up with a loss. After a Week 14 loss to the Texans, the Chiefs were 6-7, preventing them from winning their division. For the first time since 2015, the Chiefs were no longer AFC West champions. And just 1 week later, a loss to the Chargers would eliminate Kansas City from the playoffs. Despite having a 13-3 lead, the Chiefs were down by a field goal, with 1 drive separating them from playoffs and elimination. The Chiefs were driving down the field when the worst possible scenario happened.
Mahomes is down. Mahomes
Smith-Schuster, he sure is.
Timeout for injury.
Looks like that. The left knee.
Yep, you saw it.
The Chiefs could still tie the game as they were in field goal range, but backup Gardner Minshew made a costly mistake.
And Pacheco remains the back, and Minshew to the air. And deep, and intercepted! It's picked off!
The Chiefs' season was over, and Mahomes' season was also over, as he had torn his ACL.
Patrick Mahomes tearing his ACL. We saw the message there as well. But I just kind of want to open the table here because not only is the season over for the Chiefs, but now you got to think big picture here, what 2026 even is going to look like.
For the first time since 2014, the Chiefs weren't in the playoffs. For the first time since 2017, the Chiefs wouldn't be participating in the AFC Championship game. The once dominant, terrifying, and unstoppable Dynasty had become an embarrassing and weak team. So, to answer the big question, is the Chiefs' dynasty over? No, but it needs a reboot. The Chiefs are a veteran squad. This is probably Travis Kelce's final season. Andy Reid is the second oldest coach in the NFL. And defensive stars like Chris Jones are also getting old. For the Chiefs to regain control of the league, they need their new young guys to step up and make a difference. Young talent like Isaiah Pacheco and Rashee Rice have the potential, but they have to execute and live up to expectations. After coming off a scary injury, Mahomes will need all the help and support from his teammates that he can get. He won't be able to do everything by himself. And in a competitive division with the Broncos and Chargers, the Chiefs will have to beat the tough competition to regain control of the AFC West. In the offseason, the Chiefs need to have a good draft and sign some key playmakers, which they are definitely capable of doing. So no, the Chiefs' dynasty is not over, but it is endangered.